Welcome! Each week I try to summarize the world's most interesting and important weather events. This is the report for the week ending the 10th of November 2019. On the 1st of November we had some very good news. The ozone hole over Antarctica is beginning to shrink. In 2003 it was over 25 million square kilometers. It has now dropped to less than 10 million square kilometers, so the ban on chlorofluorocarbons seems to be working. Typhoon Halong in the Western Pacific became a Category 5 typhoon on the 5th of November 2019. It was the 7th super typhoon this year. Normally there's an average of only 2. The winds were in excess of 190 miles per hour. The central pressure dropped to 894 millibars, which is an amazingly low pressure. And it's one of the strongest storms to ever be observed since the satellite record began in 1979. A volcano in the Tongan archipelago destroyed a small island, only to a few days later to replace it with a much larger one. There's a severe drought developing in southern Africa, affecting nearly 20 nations. There's been widespread crop failures, which has caused nearly 3 million people to be displaced. And there are over 20 million people now facing a famine emergency. Tropical storm Matmo is intensifying in the Bay of Bengal. It's already a Category 2 storm and is likely to bring dangerous flooding to northeast India and Bangladesh, areas that probably do not need much more water. One of the world's thickest glaciers is beginning to melt. The Taku Glacier in Alaska is showing signs of melting. It's been studied since 1946, and the new satellite data show that there's significant ice loss from the glacier and is beginning to retreat. While the United States shivered this last few weeks, the amount of ice in the Arctic has been reducing. In fact, it's been warmer there by about 10 degrees than normal. In the last 40 years, the Arctic has lost a total of over 3 million square kilometers of ice. This October figure was the lowest sea ice extent on record. The big news this week have been the wildfires in Australia. There are 75 wildfires currently burning in eastern Australia. More than half of them are still burning out of control. As one fire executive there said, this is uncharted territory for us. There's so far 3 dead, 20 injured, and thousands have been evacuated. So until next time, goodbye.